The world is full of unique and extraordinary individuals, but what makes humanity truly special is that each of us carries a personal mark that cannot be replicated. Yet within this diversity, there are still people who go far beyond ordinary expectations, people who make you pause for a moment, take a closer look, and wonder, what is really happening before my eyes? In today's video, we will explore some of the most shocking and extraordinary cases ever recorded in history. Individuals who have amazed the world through their appearance, their stories, and their life journeys. These are not only unusual stories, but also deeply emotional journeys of difference and resilience. If you are curious and want to discover more unbelievable things about our world, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel now so you won't miss the next stories. Stepping outside conventional artistic boundaries, Sara Mapelli has carved out a truly unique and breathtaking path that connects her with nature. Unlike the common fear of insects, this artist is known to the world as the Queen of Bees for her serene dance performances surrounded by thousands of honeybees covering her upper body. For Sara, wearing a living cloak of bees is not a stunt meant to attract attention, but rather a deeply meditative experience, a form of healing for the soul, and a way to communicate with the natural world on its most authentic level. Through each rhythmic movement, seamlessly intertwined with the sound of the bee swarm, she creates an artistic space rich in connection and tranquility. With deep understanding and absolute respect for all living beings, Sara Mapelli breaks through conventional fears, delivering a powerful message of harmonious coexistence. It is important to note that this is a professional artistic performance carried out by an experienced specialist. Viewers must not attempt or imitate it under any circumstances, as doing so could pose serious risks to life and safety. Born as a healthy child, 7-year-old Aditya Mishra in Jaipur is now facing devastating emotional pain after a rare tumor disfigured his face and took the sight from one eye. Hurtful teasing and rejection from his peers have pushed Aditya into isolation, leaving his mother heartbroken as she watches her son endure such a harsh fate. Aditya's story serves as a powerful reminder of compassion, urging us to look beyond physical differences and understand a young soul that longs to be loved, rather than rejected out of fear or misunderstanding. The journey of Laura Alma Casados Mata, a 28-year-old woman from Querétaro, Mexico, is an inspiring saga of extraordinary resilience and the pursuit of what once seemed like an impossible dream. Born with a congenital condition that left her with a height of just 1.04 meters, Laura had nurtured the ambition of becoming a model since childhood, while also constantly questioning whether such a dream could ever truly come true. Her peaceful childhood gradually came to an end when she entered high school, where she faced teasing and unkind treatment from her peers simply because of her physical differences. In her darkest moments, the love and invaluable advice from her grandmother became her guiding light, as she gently reminded Laura that she was beautiful and needed to learn to love herself. The most difficult challenge came at the age of 15, when she lost her ability to walk. This forced her to travel to Los Angeles, where she bravely underwent 18 complex surgeries over the course of 9 months to straighten her leg bones and reclaim her ability to walk freely. Returning to her hometown with renewed strength, Laura chose to turn adversity into meaningful action by founding her own organization and writing a weekly column for a local newspaper to raise awareness about the lives of people who share similar conditions. Despite her remarkable achievements in social work, her passion for the runway never faded, pushing her to courageously enter a beauty pageant in 2015. Today, Laura proudly holds a professional contract with LOA Models, standing as the only model with her height condition in their roster, and boldly proving that true beauty is never defined by physical measurements or limitations. Caitlin Finley is creating a media sensation as she boldly pursues a career in the plus-size women industry, weighing nearly 200 kilograms. Instead of conforming to conventional beauty standards, the 22-year-old has turned her body and eating habits into a unique business approach, nurturing her ambition to become one of the most influential names in the BBW modeling world. Her story is not only about weight, but also a powerful statement of confidence, challenging societal stereotypes, and sparking intense discussions about personal identity in modern society. What is most striking is the unconditional support from her mother, Dorothy, who enthusiastically takes on the role of photographer and encourages her daughter to go further on this controversial path. Despite facing challenging health indicators, Caitlin remains steadfast in her chosen lifestyle and regularly undergoes medical checkups to affirm her proactive approach to her own body. The unusual bond between the mother and daughter raises a difficult question about the limits of love and freedom. Are we willing to support the most unconventional choices of our loved ones, even when the world around us turns away in judgment? Modern medicine has witnessed countless complex mysteries, but the story of two brothers from Pakistan, Mohammed Shoaib and Abdul Rashid, is considered one of the most unusual and attention-grabbing cases. They were born with a rare and previously undocumented condition, often referred to as the solar-powered children, due to an extraordinary biological rhythm. During the daytime, Shoaib and Rashid appear completely healthy, active, and full of energy like other children of their age. However, the strange phenomenon occurs when the sun sets, as their bodies suddenly enter a state of immobility, unable to move or communicate until the first light of dawn returns. This rare condition led top medical experts to conduct extensive genetic studies in search of answers. Beyond rumors and speculation, doctors worked tirelessly and eventually applied a suitable medical approach that helped the two brothers regain mobility during nighttime and live more independently. Their journey of recovery not only marks a remarkable step forward in modern medicine, but also stands as a testament to perseverance, dedication, and the unwavering hope shared by both medical professionals and family in overcoming extraordinary challenges. Hit like, subscribe to the channel, and share the video to spread hope and honor the relentless efforts of medical science along with the power of family love. The fragility of the human body has never been a measure of the strength of a soul, and the extraordinary journey of Hayley Lapkin is a clear testament to this, as she carries an indomitable will hidden within a physically vulnerable form. Born with Osteogenesis Imperfecta type 3, an extremely complex and severe condition that makes the bones exceptionally fragile, Hayley's height has permanently remained under 90 centimeters. She has shared that she represents one of the most severe cases of this condition, having endured the pain of approximately 200 bone fractures throughout her life. Yet these countless fractures have never been able to break her bright optimism or her deep desire for love and connection. A beautiful turning point in her youth came in 2009, when Haley unexpectedly connected with her partner Angie through an online dating platform. Overcoming the barriers of long geographical distance, as well as the challenges posed by her unique health condition, the two patiently nurtured a long-distance relationship for a full year before deciding to meet in person. From the very first moment they met face-to-face, an invisible yet powerful sense of connection immediately bonded their hearts, encouraging Angie to courageously move in and build a shared life with her. Haley's journey is not only a radiant symbol of resilience that rises above countless physical challenges, but also a beautiful love story that affirms the profound power of understanding. It demonstrates that every life, no matter how fragile the body may seem, is truly worthy of being embraced and of experiencing genuine love. Keloids are often seen as unwanted skin imperfections, but for a young man named Isaiah Griffin from Wichita, Kansas, they have become powerful symbols of a proud journey of transformation. He first noticed a keloid on his leg at the age of 17, caused by an overactive healing response in his body, and at that time he fell into deep self-consciousness, even avoiding looking at himself in the mirror. However, instead of letting insecurity hold back his youth, he found hope in the gym, where consistent training not only helped him transform his physique, but also fully restored his confidence, even earning him third place in his very first competition. Although he still faces difficulties during training due to a large keloid on his chest, Isaiah has never given up, continuing to pursue his goal of reaching the top and spreading the message that true strength comes from the courage to accept and appreciate one's own unique marks. A grueling 250-day battle in hospital has permanently altered Ripu Bhatia's appearance, but it also forged in the New Zealand-born young man an unbreakable will to survive. At the age of 21, a severe blood infection led to life-changing consequences, resulting in the loss of his nose, upper lip, and part of his limbs. At one point, he fell into deep self-consciousness and avoided his reflection in the mirror as he began the long and difficult process of rehabilitation and learning to adapt to his new body. However, with a resilient spirit that refused to surrender to adversity, the now 27-year-old has rebuilt his life and successfully pursued his passion, becoming a talented journalist. His experience of surviving such a critical illness has given him a valuable perspective, allowing him to understand and empathize with the world on a deeper level. Beyond his stable career, he also carries the ambition to push his physical limits by returning to swimming with friends after years away from the sport. Looking back on his ordeal, Ripu cherishes his second chance at life, standing as a powerful example of how a person can be reborn and create a stronger version of themselves after even the most devastating storms. Despite having endured hundreds of painful bone fractures throughout her life, Jasmine Manuel has chosen to challenge all medical limitations in order to live the brightest life possible. She suffers from Osteogenesis Imperfecta type 3, a severe form of brittle bone disease that makes her skeleton extremely fragile and prone to breaking easily. And she also lives with complex scoliosis, relying on an electric wheelchair in her daily life. However, behind her small and fragile appearance lies an unbreakable spirit, a resilient soul that refuses to be imprisoned by the fear of injury, rising instead as a symbol of extraordinary willpower and determination to live fully against all odds. Not only is she an outstanding student at Kennesaw State University, but she also expresses her individuality as a music producer under the stage name Mini Producer, using both sound and her dedication in the gym to inspire her community. Jasmine Manuel's journey sends a powerful and uncompromising message. Physical limitations are only one part of reality, but it is unwavering determination that ultimately defines how far a person can go in life. Does Jasmine Manuel's story make you believe that willpower can overcome any limitation? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to help spread more inspiring stories like this. Gabriel Cooper and his brother Hayden are identical twins, but from the moment they were born, a medical adversity caused them to have two completely different appearances. While Hayden developed normally, Gabriel was born with Pierre Robin Syndrome, which prevented his jawbone from fully developing in the womb. This deficiency created a vast physical gap, turning their story into a challenging journey to reclaim the inherent resemblance of identical twin brothers. For 19 long years, Gabriel had to live with a disfigured face and a stark difference compared to his brother. For twins, seeing a reflection of oneself in the other is natural, but for Gabriel, it served as a constant reminder of the physical disadvantages he had to endure. Despite sharing the same genetic code, the barriers of appearance forced Gabriel to exert double the effort to overcome self-consciousness and the curious stares of society. A historic turning point came when Gabriel decided to undergo a groundbreaking jaw reconstruction and expansion surgery. After a complex treatment process, his facial appearance underwent a dramatic transformation, allowing him for the first time in nearly 2 decades to truly resemble Hayden. The surgery not only restored more balanced facial features for Gabriel, but also served as a profound emotional release, helping the two brothers finally stand side by side as near identical copies, bringing a deeply moving journey of rediscovering identity to a close. A devastating swimming pool accident at the age of 5 took away Salma Bashir's entire digestive system, but it could not break her powerful will to survive. For an entire decade, she lived dependent on intravenous nutrition and faced relentless medical challenges. Yet she continued to shine through her passion for beauty, transforming her pain into a source of inspiration for millions on social media. Salma's journey stands as a powerful declaration of the strength of the human spirit. Even when the body is deeply wounded, the desire to live and a hopeful mindset can create miracles, allowing a person to rise above the harshest limits of fate. Jack Ayers has written a new chapter in fashion history by becoming the first male amputee model to walk the runway at New York Fashion Week. At 26, this young man from Bournemouth has not only conquered prestigious stages in London and Milan, but also appeared with immense pride on the cover of the renowned Men's Health magazine. Jack's success is a living testament to transforming physical limitations into a unique advantage, establishing him as a global icon of resilience and style in the fashion world. Behind the spotlight was a life-changing and courageous decision. At the age of 16, Jack chose to undergo surgery to definitively address a congenital weakness condition. Instead of viewing it as a flaw, he described it as the best decision of his life, one that gave him the freedom to pursue his passion as a fitness trainer and reach the peak of his career. Jack Ayer's story stands as a powerful statement that when you take control of your own destiny and transform adversity into strength, the world has no choice but to look at you with admiration. Instead of typical birth announcements, Elma Godwin made the online community hold its breath when she announced the arrival of a perfect mini version on September 13, 2024. The first photo of the little angel went viral, not just for her cuteness, but also because of a striking detail that made everyone look twice. This was not just a birth. It was a spectacular recreation of a faded mark that had existed for years on the face of this talented TV host. Many people mistakenly thought Elma had welcomed actual twins, but in reality, that sibling was the radiant snow-white streak of hair right on the forehead of her newborn daughter. The millimeter-perfect match of this hereditary white patch called poliosis transformed the mother and daughter into a symbol of medical miracle and maternal love. Elma did not hesitate to call the baby her clone, turning a rare trait into a priceless source of pride, proving that the invisible bonds of genes can create the most vivid artistic masterpieces. Amidst a flood of praise and the moment Elma revealed her daughter's meaningful name, we find a powerful message about embracing one's unique identity. The baby did not just inherit her mother's beauty, but also received a profound spiritual gift, the confidence to shine through her differences. The story of Elma Godwin's family has ignited a flame of hope for millions, reminding us that each of us is a unique individual, and our most distinct marks are exactly what make life vibrant and worth living. A devastating fire broke out just before her second birthday, pushing Marina Bogdanova into a life-or-death battle after 65% of her body suffered severe burns, and she remained in a coma for 2 long, uncertain months. At one point, doctors gave extremely grim predictions about her chances of surviving even a single night. Yet Marina defied all expectations, creating a medical miracle through an extraordinary will to live that emerged from the ashes of tragedy. That heartbreaking incident was not just an accident, but the opening chapter of an extraordinary journey of recovery and rebirth, becoming a powerful testament to the hidden strength within human beings when faced with the harshest forms of adversity. Now Marina chooses not to hide her past, but instead confidently transforms her scars into medals of honor, proudly showcasing them on social media as a statement of self-respect and self-acceptance. To her, every mark on her skin is like a written chapter of her story, one that reflects growth, survival, and a deeply unique identity that challenges narrow conventional standards of beauty. Her journey from a fire victim to a powerful symbol of inspiration has ignited hope in millions of people, delivering a clear and uncompromising message. Never let pain define who you are. Let the way you rise from it define your true worth as a human being. Sarah Rodo is not seeking a romantic relationship with another human. Instead, she has developed a deep emotional attachment to a Boeing 737 airplane. She describes herself as having object sexuality, meaning her emotional bond is directed toward objects rather than people. For Sarah, this relationship is not symbolic. It is a completely genuine feeling. She frequently takes flights just to be close to her special companion. In 2023 alone, she flew more than 30 times and collected over 60 miniature airplane models, along with larger replicas displayed in her home. She sees these aircraft as part of her family. Sarah admits that she feels saddened by the fact that she cannot truly be physically close to the Boeing 737 in a complete way, but she continues to pursue this emotional connection by traveling to different airports and cities. Although she knows that many people do not understand or even mock her, she remains firm in her perspective. For Sarah, this is not something that needs to be proven or validated. It is simply a personal connection that feels right to her. To Sarah, the sense of closeness to the airplane is a real experience, even if the outside world sees it differently. What do you think about Sarah's story and how it reflects the different ways people can experience emotions and love? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to explore more unique and thought-provoking stories like this. Few people are brave enough to love a body covered in wounds resembling burns, but Yokiva Bellard is a stunning exception. At age 23, instead of enjoying her brightest years, this young woman from Louisiana had to call the emergency room home due to the fierce devastation of systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE. This is a particularly dangerous form of autoimmune disease, where the immune system loses control and attacks healthy tissues, causing Yokiva to lose 50 pounds, 22.7 kilograms, in just 10 days, and fall into life-threatening kidney failure. The true turning point occurred when Yokiva decided not to let the disease define her, choosing instead to transform her pain into a powerful source of inspiration. By publicly sharing her battle on social media, she shattered traditional beauty standards to become a passionate model, embracing the distinctive blistering on her skin. Yokiva's story not only raises public awareness about lupus, but serves as a hymn of hope, urging us to cherish our unique value and maintain a vibrant will to live, even in the darkest moments. Shin Hyom-young, born in 1989 in South Korea, is a unique case that has attracted widespread attention due to his unusually youthful appearance. Although his official documents confirm his year of birth, his looks make it difficult for many to believe that he has long passed adulthood. This striking contrast has made him a subject of interest for both the media and online communities. He is often nicknamed the Peter Pan of Korea, a metaphor describing a body that appears to age very slowly. Some sources refer to this phenomenon as Highlander syndrome. However, this is not a medically recognized term and is primarily used descriptively. According to available observations, Shin's body seems to have remained at a certain stage of development, showing very few signs of puberty or typical aging. At the age of 25, Shin still had the appearance of a teenager, with smooth skin, minimal body hair, a youthful voice, and almost no facial hair. Despite this, publicly available information suggests that he does not suffer from any severe medical conditions directly linked to this trait. He has, however, shared experiences with other health issues, such as diabetes and dental problems, though these have not been identified as related to his slow aging characteristics. In everyday life, Shin strives to live like a typical adult. He has appeared at entertainment venues, participated in social outings, and even presented identification when necessary to verify his age. According to more recent updates in 2023, he has remained active on social media under the name DJ Pororo, sharing content related to DJing, mukbang, and lifestyle vlogs. His story also serves as a reminder of the importance of empathy. People should not rush to judge others based on appearance, as behind a different exterior may lie a mature and resilient individual. Shin Hyom-young has turned his uniqueness into a meaningful message about self-acceptance and appreciating every moment of life, no matter how time may pass. Mariam and Mia, twin sisters born with Osteogenesis Imperfecta, Brittle Bone Disease, began their lives under a devastating prognosis, as doctors once predicted that they would not survive beyond a month. With hundreds of fractures occurring from the moment they were born, every breath they took was once a fragile struggle for survival, highlighting the limitations of conventional medicine in the face of such a severe condition. However, the unconditional love of their parents, combined with timely intervention from medical specialists, ignited a powerful spark of hope, transforming two of the most fragile bodies into living proof of the strength of human will and unwavering faith. Through metal implant surgeries to strengthen their bones and continuous, relentless rehabilitation efforts, Miriam and Mia are now developing remarkably, confidently moving, playing, and having fun with their younger brother. From the pain of countless injuries and fractures, the two girls have risen with great strength, proving that physical limitations can never imprison a spirit that longs for independence. And that is exactly what makes this world both strange and beautiful. Every human being carries a unique story, a unique appearance, and an irreplaceable identity. There are people who surprise us, people who shock us, and people who make us reflect more deeply on the incredible diversity of life. If you found these stories interesting, don't forget to like, share the video, and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next content. And now, leave a comment below. Which story impressed you the most in today's video? As we all know, there is no shortage of people on Earth who can do extraordinary things and possess truly remarkable abilities. But among them, there are a few individuals so unique that not knowing about them would truly be a missed opportunity. They are not just different, they will challenge everything you think you know about the limits of the human body. These people will undoubtedly inspire you and may completely change the way you see human potential. So, let's explore 15 individuals you would hardly believe exist. And trust us, they will shock you. If you enjoy this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss more incredible stories. At only 14 months old, Oakley Lynch has become a powerful, inspiring icon by proving that any physical differences cannot stop joy and confidence. Born with symbrachydactyly, which caused his right arm to develop incompletely, Oakley once caused his parents to fall into a state of shock and extreme anxiety about the future ahead. However, this adorable boy has shattered all fears with a brilliant, optimistic spirit, turning a congenital flaw into a proud, distinct mark in the modern world. Currently, Oakley is a booming child fashion star on Instagram, attracting more than 15,000 followers thanks to his stylish flair and captivating charisma in every frame. With the account named at My Oakley Dokley, the boy not only receives love and countless gifts every day, but also spreads a profound humanistic message about cherishing one's unique self. Oakley's journey is a vivid testament, showing that true confidence and style always come from within, urging us to bravely overcome prejudice to write our own brilliant life stories. The journey of Ugur Akar, a resilient young man from Turkey, stepping out of the darkness, is a beautiful epic of rebirth and the extraordinary miracles of modern medicine. At just 40 days old, a tragic fire accident at his home in Antalya severely affected the entire appearance of baby Ugur, leaving him with extremely serious injuries. Throughout his childhood and teenage years, This severe medical condition not only made daily life extremely difficult, but also created major barriers, depriving him of the opportunity to attend school and work like others. However, deep within that hardship lay an unbreakable will to survive and an unwavering desire to be accepted and integrated into society. A true miracle arrived in January 2012, when the 19-year-old entered the operating room at Akdeniz University Hospital to undergo Turkey's first-ever full-face transplant surgery. Under the skilled hands of Professor Ömer Özkan and a dedicated team of medical professionals, the complex surgery was carried out successfully, giving Uygur an entirely new face. The day he saw his reflection in the mirror, he was overwhelmed with emotion and described his life as stepping out of complete darkness into radiant light. From that historic moment onward, his life began a completely new and brighter chapter. Not only did Uğur regain his confidence and reintegrate into society with pride, but he also worked hard to complete his interrupted education, secured a stable job, and continued to nurture ambitious dreams for his future. Uygur Akar's remarkable story of rebirth not only marks a golden milestone in the field of medicine, but also stands as a guiding light of hope, an endless source of inspiration about resilience, the power of hope, and the profound human value of compassion and love shared across the world. In energetic outfits like jeans and white shirts, Abigail and Isabel appear like any other adorable 5-year-old twins. But in reality, these two girls are a rare miracle with a probability of only 1 in 1 million births. While the common rate of Down syndrome is 1 in 1,000, the fact that a pair of identical twins both carry this characteristic is an extremely rare medical phenomenon, turning their existence into an astonishing, unique mark. This is not just a dry statistic, but an affirmation of the wonder of creation, where the most different things create the most radiant and charismatic beauties in the world. For parents Jody and Matt Perry, Abigail and Isabel are priceless prides and the most perfect pieces in their lives. Instead of viewing Down syndrome as a barrier, they cherish every personality trait and smile of their children, asserting that they would not change anything even if they had the chance to turn back time for the babies to be born normal. The Perry family's story conveys a profound humanistic message about unconditional love and self-acceptance, reminding us that the true value of a human being lies not in genetic codes, but in the shining soul itself and the ability to spread happiness to everyone around. Jazz Sullivan, a 23-year-old single mother, has stunned the online community by spending over £20,000 to build a life of luxury for her 22-month-old daughter, Minnie Bo. Instead of ordinary toys, the toddler's wardrobe is filled with £15,000 worth of designer brands, ranging from traditional Spanish dresses to fur coats and expensive solid gold jewelry sets. Jazz asserts that pampering her daughter is her way of compensating and expressing love, turning each day of her little angel into a luxury fashion runway where elegance is defined by staggering investment figures from infancy. Minnie Bo's name has also reached far into the world of child pageants, thanks to her signature pouting charisma and elaborate preparation with hair extensions and professional makeup for every appearance. The little girl confidently struts in magnificent corset dresses or bold, ruffled bikinis, turning every competition into a personal playground to assert her status and uniqueness compared to peers of the same age. Despite facing much debate over early direction for young children, the Sullivan mother and daughter's brilliant journey remains a captivating story of steadfastness in upbringing and the desire to conquer the brightest glory for one's child. Gaurav Garam is a boy from Nepal who is known internationally for a rare medical journey. He was born with a third arm growing from his back due to a congenital spinal defect. From an early age, this unusual condition made his childhood extremely challenging. Initially, his family was hesitant to seek medical intervention because of traditional beliefs and cultural barriers in their local community. However, as he grew older, the extra limb also developed, not only severely interfering with his daily activities and play, but also causing him constant pain and sleepless nights. With deep love and determination, Gaurav's parents decided to set aside all prejudices and travel a long distance to Kathmandu for medical consultation. There, specialists assessed that surgical removal would be highly complex and carry significant risks to the spinal nervous system. Nevertheless, the family's courageous journey continued to shine as a true testament to unconditional love and extraordinary perseverance in the face of adversity. Through hardship and challenges, Gaurav Garam's story has delivered a powerful message of resilience and unbreakable hope, illuminating the possibility of a healthier, peaceful future where he can live freely and fully like any other child his age. Do you believe modern medicine can create miracles for beings born with extraordinary conditions? This is the shocking medical case from 2006 involving Gigi, a boy from Anhui, China, who was born with an extremely rare condition: 3 arms. Unlike typical congenital deformities, both of his left arms were almost fully developed in structure. This created a major challenge for medical experts in determining which limb had better functionality and should be preserved. Overcoming an extremely difficult challenge with a complex and tangled network of blood vessels and the boy's fragile condition due to having only 1 kidney, the Shanghai medical team resolutely carried out a historic 3-hour surgery. With great precision, they carefully dissected the nerves and successfully removed the extra arm. This remarkable miracle fully resolved a rare mystery of nature, giving Jie a precious opportunity to undergo physical therapy, regain hand movement, and confidently step into a bright and complete future. What do you think about this medical miracle that changed Jie's life? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing medical stories like this. At only 5 months old and not yet able to stand firmly on her own feet, Freya Fosacheko has created a media sensation by becoming the most stylish baby fashion icon in the UK. Starting her journey in front of the lens at just 10 weeks old under the talented styling of her young mother, Kirsty Whalen, the little girl transforms every outfit, from high-end designs to casual wear, into a captivating work of art. The perfect combination of innocent charisma and sophisticated aesthetic sense has helped Freya gain thousands of followers, proving that personal appeal and creativity are never limited by age. The powerful influence of this young muse has led top designers to constantly seek her out as the face of their latest collections. Beyond just sparkling photos on social media, Freya's journey has become a spreading inspiration for enjoying life and celebrating unique beauty from the very first years of life. She has proven that when a passion for art is nurtured by love, every daily moment can become a brilliant runway, where difference and personal style always shine most radiantly. Mikhaila Yakov is shaking the motorcycling world by defeating experienced opponents at speeds of 130 miles per hour at only 10 years old. A burning passion since the age of 5 drove her onto the professional track just months after convincing her father to let her take the handlebars for the first time. Currently, she is not only a child phenomenon, but also a symbol of courage, breaking all prejudices about age and limits to reach dramatic heights of speed. With a series of prestigious titles in hand, Kayla is steadily stepping on the path to becoming a true professional racer and asserting her position on the international stage. Her story is steel-clad proof that success never waits for age if we dare to pursue passion to the end with discipline and iron will. Note: high-speed racing is a dangerous activity, only to be performed by professionally trained individuals under strict supervision and with full protective gear at standard racetracks. Ryusei Imai, an 8-year-old martial arts prodigy from Japan, is making the whole world tip its hat as he perfectly recreates Bruce Lee's legendary fighting techniques with lightning speed. Completely different from his peers, the boy has trained rigorously since the age of 4 to master extremely difficult skills such as one-handed push-ups, walking on his knuckles, and acrobatics with absolute precision. Ryusei is not merely imitating a screen idol. He has transformed an intense passion into a journey of forging a steel will, possessing the incredible strength and agility of a true martial arts master from a very young age. To reach the level of a legend, Ryusei has had to overcome countless failures and the harshness of a special training regimen aimed at controlling every breath and smallest movement. Although he once faced difficulties in aligning his timing as precisely as the original, his persistent spirit of never giving up has helped him progress further and reach a classic level of mastery. Ryusei's story is a steel-firm affirmation of the power of discipline and determination, reminding us that there are no limits for those who dare to pursue their passion with all their heart and relentless effort every day. Charles Sogley is not chasing fame. He is simply trying to live a normal life in an extraordinary body. Standing over 2 meters tall, he is the tallest man in the Volta region of Ghana. But this height comes with countless physical challenges. Oversized feet force him to walk barefoot, a condition that is not only uncomfortable, but also dangerous. His story is a profound reminder that the basics most people take for granted, such as a properly fitting pair of shoes or access to adequate medical care, are a lifelong struggle for those with different biological structures. Santiago Mendoza and Isabella Caicedo, 2 10-month-old babies in Colombia, are becoming the focus of an urgent medical rescue campaign as they carry a combined shocking weight of up to 41 kilograms. Faced with an insatiable appetite that directly threatens their lives, the Gorditos de Corazon organization has collaborated with leading experts to establish a strict recovery roadmap to bring them back to a normal weight. This journey is not only an extraordinary medical effort, but also a testament to the power of empathy and timely action, affirming that every young sprout deserves a healthy future when receiving the right support from the community. Hirotada Ototake is one of the most powerful inspirational figures in Japan and around the world, known through his famous autobiography, No One's Perfect. Born with tetra amelia syndrome, a condition that left him without arms or legs, Ototake began his life in what many would consider an extremely unfortunate circumstance. However, the loving and respectful upbringing provided by his family and school helped him develop a different mindset. He did not view his body as a defect, but rather as a unique, personal characteristic. Instead of being overprotected, he was encouraged to participate in all activities like any other child, from academics to physical activities, which helped him develop independence from an early age. Ototake's journey of self-affirmation reached a major milestone when he was accepted into the prestigious Waseda University. There, he not only focused on his studies, but also actively engaged in social activities aimed at changing society's perception of people with disabilities. His book, No One's Perfect, published in 1998, became a publishing phenomenon, breaking down rigid stereotypes in Japanese society at the time. After graduating, he continued to challenge himself in various roles such as sports journalist, elementary school teacher, and community activist. In every position, Ototake demonstrated vibrant energy, intelligence, and a remarkable ability to connect with others through his distinctive, radiant smile. The most important educational lesson from Hirotada Ototake's life is self-acceptance and the redefinition of happiness. He proves that happiness does not depend on physical completeness, but on the attitude with which we face our own limitations. His story teaches us that instead of complaining about what we lack, we should learn to make full use of what we have to contribute to society. In education, Ototake is living proof that if children are raised in an environment of trust and fairness, they can find the strength to overcome any barrier. His life reminds everyone that, "My body may have limitations, but my mind and spirit are free and without limits." Don't forget to like and subscribe for more inspiring journeys like this. The twins, Sharik and Tariq in Florida, have written an astonishing genetic paradox by possessing two opposing appearances due to albinism. With a rare ratio of 1 in 20,000, Sharik must battle sensitive skin and weak vision. But this very difference has become a springboard for courage under the guidance of her sister in the same situation. Instead of collapsing before prejudice, the Elliott family has transformed pigment deficiencies into symbols of empathy and extraordinary resilience. Their story is a steel-firm affirmation. When the heart is big enough, all physical barriers must give way to the radiant beauty of the soul. Nikki, a mother in Ontario, Canada, chose to stand by her daughter when little Ella decided to live true to her personal identity at the age of 6. For Ella, being herself was not just a simple change, but a journey to find true happiness and confidence in every breath. Nikki did not just stop at silent support, but also bravely built an online community to connect and empower parents in similar situations, turning love into a lighthouse that guides children amidst a volatile world. Despite facing a wave of brutal criticism and groundless accusations from social media, Nikki maintained a steel-like stance to protect a safe space for her child. She refused to let the fear or prejudice of strangers define her family's values, instead using steadfastness to shatter all chains of hatred. Their story is a costly lesson in courage, affirming that the unconditional love of parents is the strongest shield, helping children overcome all storms to confidently shine with their unique selves. Jacqueline Rodriguez is a living medical phenomenon, shattering all grim predictions of not being able to live past the age of 1. Carrying lymphatic malformations that caused her face and body to be covered in rare tumors, this 16-year-old girl must face a reality without a voice and the inability to eat or drink like a normal person. However, behind the iPad that assists her communication and the feeding tube that sustains her life is a heart of steel, transforming physical flaws into a springboard to reach heights that even healthy people would admire. Instead of withdrawing into the shadows, Jacqueline chooses to burn brightly with passion while playing tennis, learning the guitar, and preparing to graduate from university at the age of 17, a shocking and proud milestone. Her dream of becoming a nurse at the prestigious Stanford University is not just a personal goal, but a steel-firm affirmation. Adversity may shape one's form, but the desire to contribute is what defines the future. Her journey is a brilliant lighthouse, teaching us that when the heart is big enough, every biological barrier must give way to the power of faith and relentless effort. Lisa Brown, a former model from Wisconsin, USA, lived a deeply inspiring life defined by resilience in the face of adversity. Once known for her balanced physique, Lisa's life took a sudden turn when she began losing weight rapidly and severely, despite not changing her diet or exercise routine. From being perfectly healthy, her weight dropped dramatically, altering her appearance to the point where strangers misunderstood her condition and made hurtful assumptions about extreme dieting. After a long and difficult search for answers, in 2013, doctors diagnosed her with superior mesenteric artery syndrome, SMA, an extremely rare condition that compresses the digestive system and prevents the body from properly absorbing nutrients. Despite facing severe physical challenges and relying on medical support, Lisa never allowed hardship to extinguish her optimism. Instead of hiding from public scrutiny, she bravely stepped into the spotlight, participating in artistic photo shoots and speaking openly in media interviews to raise awareness. Beyond that, she launched a meaningful initiative by personally designing and sending heartfelt cards filled with encouragement to patients around the world facing similar struggles. Although Lisa Brown peacefully passed away in early 2017 at the age of 34, her legacy of love continues to shine. Her story not only spreads a powerful message of courage, but also ignites pride and strength in countless individuals who are bravely facing health challenges in their own lives. Sambani is a man from Madagascar who carries a deeply raw and compelling story of human resilience in the face of severe medical adversity. For more than 3 decades, he lived with a massive tumor that continuously grew around his neck and face, eventually reaching nearly 8 kilograms in weight, a physical burden that completely took away his ability to live a normal life. This condition not only posed a direct threat to his life by compressing vital respiratory organs, but also led him into complete isolation, forcing him to face countless difficulties in daily life as well as social barriers from the surrounding community. In a region where access to advanced medical resources was extremely limited, every door of hope seemed to have closed for Sambani until 2015, when he learned about the arrival of a hospital ship operated by an international humanitarian organization that had docked in Madagascar. Despite his severely deteriorating health and the enormous burden he carried, he pushed himself to the limit, walking for 2 full days in search of the faintest chance of survival. The surgery that followed was one of the most complex and high-risk procedures, lasting more than 12 hours and demanding the utmost effort from the medical team. The success of the surgery, along with the emergency blood donations provided by the medical staff themselves, completely changed Sambani's fate. The removal of the tumor freed him from the persistent pain he had endured for 30 years, giving him a new lease on life and standing as a powerful testament to the strength of human survival and the limitless spirit of humanitarian compassion. Beatrice Makoka is a resilient woman from Kenya, known for her inspiring journey of overcoming illness. For more than 2 decades, she lived with a large tumor on her face that severely affected her breathing, largely due to a lack of financial means for treatment. Despite this, she never lost hope. A true turning point came in 2021, when her story was shared by the media, drawing support from countless donors and well-wishers. With this help, a medical team was able to successfully perform surgery, freeing her from the physical burden and giving her a healthier, more independent life. Beatrice's journey stands as a powerful testament to the miracles of human kindness and the strength of the will to live. Celia Chartres-Aris, a distinguished activist from the United Kingdom, has built an extraordinary and inspiring story of resilience in the face of adversity. Living with the extremely rare genetic condition Loeys-Dietz syndrome, she has faced severe medical challenges throughout her life, including multi-organ complications. At one point, she was entirely dependent on artificial nutrition and given a very fragile prognosis. Yet Celia refused to let her circumstances define her future. Despite these physical limitations, she successfully earned a bachelor's degree in law and went on to become a government advisor, lobbyist, and policy expert. Through her sharp insight and determination, she has collaborated with the United Nations, the European Union, and major global organizations to advocate for equality, expand employment opportunities, and challenge discrimination against disabled people. Due to her outstanding contributions, Celia Chartres-Aris was recognized by Shaw Trust as one of the most influential disabled individuals in the United Kingdom. She has also co-founded initiatives supporting entrepreneurs with disabilities and participated in the London Marathon using a wheelchair to raise funds for healthcare causes. Her journey stands as a powerful testament to the idea that courage can drive meaningful change and reshape the world in profound ways. Deep inside the fragile body of a child not even 1 year old, a brutal fight for survival was unfolding against merciless medical adversity. In Eastleigh, United Kingdom, Madison Sherwood has written an inspiring survival story of extraordinary resilience in the face of overwhelming challenges. At just 9 months old, her family's life was turned upside down when medical specialists discovered that Madison was suffering from a rare combination of spinal muscular atrophy and respiratory failure. This condition weakened her muscular system and took away her natural ability to breathe, forcing her to rely on a ventilator connected through a tracheostomy tube around the clock and to use a wheelchair for mobility. At the time, doctors delivered a deeply pessimistic prognosis, fearing that she might not survive beyond her 2nd birthday and would be confined to a completely unconscious existence. Contrary to those predictions, Madison's journey growing up became a powerful testament to an unrelenting will to thrive. Rather than surrendering to the darkness of illness, she demonstrated remarkable vitality by not only surviving, but also shining in her own way. With the continuous devoted care of her parents and medical team, Madison Sherwood remained resilient, attending school alongside her peers while nurturing a deep passion for singing and acting. Her rare optimism and courage earned her the prestigious National Inspiring Child Award. The journey of Madison Sherwood stands as a powerful living testament that even the most severe physical limitations cannot confine a free spirit or the desire to live life to its fullest. How has Madison Sherwood's story inspired you about the power of overcoming adversity? Leave your thoughts in the comments below, And don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel to keep following more inspiring journeys like this. In the peaceful countryside of Kampong Cham, Cambodia, a man had to hide his smile for more than 30 years. This was the real-life nightmare silently endured by Eng Keng. He suffered from a rare condition that caused abnormal growth of the jawbone and gums, with a tumor that kept expanding over time. As a result, he completely lost the ability to chew and swallow normally, surviving only on liquid food while withdrawing from society under the burden of curious stares. It seemed that his future would remain trapped in despair, but fate took a turn when Australian Dr. Andrew Cheng accidentally learned about his situation. Through this beautiful bridge of compassion, Eng Keng traveled to South Australia to undergo a historic major surgery. With the outstanding expertise of the medical team, the tumor was completely removed, bringing an end to the cruel sentence of fate. This miracle not only restored his physical appearance, but also awakened the radiant smile that had been buried for 3 decades, proudly reigniting an unshakable faith in human kindness and the powerful will to live. The extraordinary people you've just seen are not simply strange or different. They are living proof that the limits of human possibility often exist only in our minds. Each story is a shock, a lesson, and a reminder that the world is far more vast and surprising than we could ever imagine. If today's video made you rethink what is impossible, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel to spread these incredible stories to more people. And don't leave just yet. Comment below and tell us which moment impressed you the most. Our world is quietly hiding individuals with physical transformations so bizarre that even modern science is left baffled. They aren't from another planet, they are living right among us. These mysterious genetic mutations are challenging the very laws of nature, forcing us to ask with a chill, what are the true limits of the human body? In today's video, we will explore people so unusual that you will find yourself asking, do they really exist? If you enjoy shocking but completely real stories like this, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you won't miss more amazing content in the future. Have we ever wondered if a stormy beginning can stop someone from reaching freedom? The story of the Colombian girl, Lady Ardila, is a beautiful film that provides an inspiring answer. Lady's childhood was met with harsh challenges when she was diagnosed with a rare condition called osteodystrophy, after undergoing heart surgery shortly after birth. This condition caused fibrous tissue to abnormally replace her real bone structure, significantly altering her appearance. At one point, doctors predicted sorrowfully that she would never be able to walk, face the risk of losing one of her legs, and barely make it to her 12th birthday. However, fate bowed down to Lady's fierce will to live. With relentless determination, she not only learned to walk on her own 2 feet, but also triumphed over the fragile boundary between life and death to grow and thrive. Now, as a talented graphic designer, Lady courageously steps into the spotlight on social media, turning her story into a beacon of self-love. Lady Ardila's journey of turning the odds around is a brilliant testament that when we embrace our differences, we can proudly create a life that is meaningful and complete. Rowdy Burton is a man from Alabama, USA, who has become a symbol of independence and extraordinary resilience in the face of congenital spinal degeneration syndrome, sacral agenesis. This rare condition caused the lower part of Rowdy's body to fail to develop normally, leading him to undergo surgery to amputate both of his legs at a young age in order to ensure his health and mobility. Rowdy's life journey is a testament to not allowing physical disabilities to define oneself. Instead of relying on a wheelchair or prosthetics like many others in similar situations, Rowdy chose a courageous path, learning to move entirely with his hands. He can walk, climb, and perform daily activities with agility and strength. He even uses a skateboard as his primary mode of transportation, allowing him to experience freedom and speed like anyone else. Rowdy's independence doesn't stop with movement. He learned to drive a specially designed car with hand controls, enabling him to go to work and participate in social activities without assistance. Rowdy has shared that he doesn't see himself as disabled, but rather as someone with a different way of moving. His positive attitude and sense of humor have helped him overcome the curious stares of strangers and earn the respect of his community. Rowdy's journey has garnered international media attention, and documentary filmmakers have taken interest in his story. He doesn't hesitate to share both his challenges and his achievements to inspire others facing adversity. Rowdy proves that the biggest barrier isn't in the body, but in the mind. If we dare to accept ourselves and keep striving, we can create a life full of meaning and happiness. Rowdy Burton's life is a powerful message of perseverance and self-respect. He has turned what the world considers a disadvantage into a unique lifestyle, reminding us that every person has the latent strength to overcome what seem like impossible limits. Do you dare to accept yourself and overcome all limits to live a happy life? Hit like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments now. Lola Grace Hartley is a little girl from Kansas, USA, who, along with her family, has written a touching journey about love, perseverance, and facing rare medical challenges. Lola's story is not just a medical record, it is a testament to the power of hope and optimism in the most challenging circumstances. From the moment she was born, Lola was diagnosed with congenital microcephaly, a condition that prevents the brain from developing fully, leading to a smaller than usual head size and restricted growth in height. At the time, doctors gave a cautious prognosis, believing that Lola might not survive past her early years or would face severe limitations in both cognitive and physical development. However, with the devoted care of her parents, Scott and Gwen Hartley, Lola overcame every barrier to grow up surrounded by love and support. Her journey became even more remarkable with her older sister Claire, who was also diagnosed with the same condition. Rather than giving in to despair, the Hartley family chose to face adversity with an extraordinary positive attitude. They turned their home into a nurturing environment filled with music, light, and love to stimulate the senses of both girls. Despite having difficulty communicating with language or walking, Lola expressed her feelings through her eyes, smile, and subtle reactions to the world around her. The Hartley family decided to share Lola and Claire's journey through social media platforms and a personal blog called Hartley Hooligans. Their goal was not to seek pity, but to raise awareness about microcephaly and inspire other families in similar situations. They wanted to prove that every life, no matter how fragile or different, holds its own unique value and beauty. Lola Grace Hartley's 13 years on this earth, though short, shone brightly like a star. Though Lola gently closed her eyes in 2019 to reunite with her beloved sister in a peaceful world, her story remains an eternal spiritual legacy. Lola's presence in this world taught us profound lessons in empathy and patience. While her journey may have been shorter than most, every day she lived was a priceless gift, reminding the community to cherish every peaceful moment with loved ones. Can a degenerative muscle disease that takes away the ability to walk from a young age extinguish the desire to contribute to the community? To answer this, let's explore the life journey of Sebian Holiday, a resilient teenager from Colorado, USA. Born in 2001 with muscular myopathy, muscle dystrophy, Sebian was permanently bound to a wheelchair and was medically predicted to barely survive past the age of 9. Teresa Widener is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex, hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Standing at just 1.12 meters tall, Kenny Baker proved that a person's stature is not measured in inches, but by the mark they leave on the world. He was the one who breathed life into R2-D2, the most iconic robot in Star Wars film history. Sitting inside the cramped and sweltering metal shell, Kenny used subtle movements to create personality, intelligence, and loyalty for a voiceless character, making millions of audiences fall in love. Kenny's career was far from easy. He started out in circuses and nightclubs, where differences in appearance were often made the subject of ridicule. But with self-respect and innate talent, he rose to become a true actor. Kenny never complained about his height. He saw it as a unique advantage that allowed him to take on roles no one else could. He lived a full life, filled with laughter and extraordinary adventures. When Kenny passed away, the entire Star Wars galaxy bowed to bid farewell to the artist with unwavering optimism and professionalism. Kenny Baker is an inspiration to anyone who feels small, proving that passion can make you a giant in the eyes of others and in the history of art. What impresses you most about Kenny's journey? Leave a comment below and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to help us spread more meaningful stories. Born and raised in Nigeria, Shalom Nchom's life took a cruel turn when a horrific boiling oil accident at the age of 9 claimed her hair and left permanent scars across her face. For a long period of her childhood, Shalom lived in the dark shadows of stigma and malicious mockery from those around her, leading her to seek out makeup as a survival mask to conceal both her physical and emotional agony. Every thick layer of foundation back then was not just a way to evade the world's curious stares, but a barrier separating her from her true self, turning cosmetics into a fortress of defense that was as sturdy as it was lonely and fearful. However, a monumental turning point arrived when Shalom decided to shed every layer of that mask on her YouTube channel, courageously revealing her scarred face to millions of viewers worldwide. This explosive act was not only a liberation for herself, but also transformed Shalom Black into a powerful icon of inspiration, teaching us that a person's true worth lies not in smooth skin, but in the grit to face adversity head-on. Now, with millions of followers, she doesn't just teach beauty techniques. She broadcasts a message of self-esteem, asserting that scars are the most radiant chapters in the memoir of a woman's proud and defiant rebirth, proving she will never surrender to fate. Natalia defies the mysterious multicentric osteolysis syndrome, where her once solid skeleton gradually fades like mist, yet her will only grows sharper than steel. Although every movement is a grueling negotiation for survival, she resolutely asserts her personal identity beyond the dissolution of her physical form. This is a powerful testament to an extraordinary desire to live, reminding us of the infinite strength of the soul. Please share your thoughts in the comments and like and subscribe to the channel to support these inspiring stories. For over 2 decades, while the world was obsessed with fleeting trends, John Waweru chose a quiet and grueling journey, nurturing the longest fingernails in Africa. With these thorns stretching over 30 centimeters, every movement and daily task for this Kenyan man is a puzzle of extreme skill and patience. This is not just a strange record, it is a testament to the power of consistency, where a small act, maintained over 25 years, becomes a symbol of unshakable steadfastness. Imagine giving up the most basic conveniences of your hands just to protect a single personal ideal. For John Waweru, long nails are not a burden, but a medal of pride and extraordinary resilience in the face of social whispers. His story reminds us that the pinnacle of freedom is when you dare to live differently and stay true to your choice, despite all physical barriers. Do not let conventional standards limit your identity, because sometimes it is the persistence in the strangest things that creates a soul-stirring legend. Sonali Mukherjee was attacked with acid at 18. A tragedy that threatened to bury her life in darkness and despair for 9 long years. The moment she decided to remove her veil and appear before millions of viewers on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was not just a quest for surgery funds, but a fierce declaration of war against injustice and cowardly violence. Despite a face marked by extensive scarring, Sonali proved that her sharp intellect and iron will remained intact, shining more brilliantly than any superficial beauty. Her resounding victory ignited a flame of hope, affirming the immutable truth that true beauty lies in inner strength and the courage to continue living, transforming ultimate pain into a launch pad for a proud journey of rebirth. In the Philippines, Mark Davidson defies all medical boundaries with mutated hands of surreal proportions. Rising above the shadows of stigma, he has forged adversity into resilience to become a model family provider in the heart of Manila. Refusing to accept a fate as a dichotomy, Mark stands as a symbol of steely resolve and extraordinary adaptability. He serves as a powerful testament that human willpower can redefine any physical norm, offering profound inspiration on the fierce desire to live beyond any outward flaw. Alana Tillman was born with congenital arthrogryposis, which left her hands powerless from her very first breath. But fate could not imprison the artistic spirit of this young woman from California. Instead of giving up, Alana learned to turn her feet and mouth into magical hands. From the scribbles of her childhood, she persevered and trained to become a professional painter, with each artwork serving as a symphony of color and freedom. In a room flooded with light, Alana skillfully controls her brush with her mouth, carefully detailing each element until flowers or natural landscapes come to life. She paints not just to make a living, but to assert her vibrant presence in the world. Each of Alana's artworks is a declaration. Disability exists only in the body, while creativity is limitless. She has transformed physical limitations into a unique artistic style, full of vitality and optimism. Alana also inspires others through her own art projects, encouraging people to find joy in their differences. She appears in public with a radiant smile, breaking down all barriers of pity. Alana's story reminds us that when one door closes, the human spirit will find a way to open another window facing the sun. She doesn't just paint, she is redefining beauty and perseverance through her art. In a poor rural area, Xia Yuanhai became the center of unwanted attention when facial hyperplasia caused his head and face to enlarge abnormally, completely altering his features. Without money for surgery or timely medical support, he lived with that giant face for decades. His life was a quiet, somber note in the fast-paced rhythm of the world. Xia Yuanhai rarely spoke about his pain. He worked silently and lived quietly, carrying a quiet resilience within him. His story is a reminder of those still struggling in the shadows, in need of understanding and compassion from society rather than judgment. Actor Joaquin Phoenix was born with a distinctive scar on his upper lip, the result of a mild, natural cleft lip from birth. In the Hollywood environment that values perfect beauty, this scar was initially seen as a physical flaw. However, Joaquin chose to keep it as part of his unique identity, turning this small imperfection into a captivating, edgy, and mysterious feature. The scar does not diminish his charm. It adds a beauty shaped by experience. His career proves that exceptional talent can overshadow conventional standards. With deeply psychological acting, he turns his scar into an advantage, making his expressions more powerful than ever. In iconic roles like Joker, every subtle facial movement combined with the scar vividly conveys the character's complex, painful inner world. He shows that perfection does not lie in a flawless face, but in absolute authenticity. Joaquin is not only a talented actor, but also a persistent animal rights activist, living a simple and principled life. He uses his spotlight to uphold humanitarian values, showing that a person with depth always shines when true to themselves. That small scar has now become a symbol of steadfastness, reminding us to embrace our own imperfections and shine in our unique way. He is a source of inspiration for authentic confidence. Bablu Pashi, a man from India, has become a powerful source of inspiration for his community due to his determination to overcome a harsh fate. Born with a rare condition that caused his arms to develop abnormally and not function in a natural way, Bablu faced countless difficulties in his daily life from an early age. In a society where manual labor plays a central role, this disability seemed to close off all future opportunities for him. However, instead of accepting a life dependent on others' pity, Bablu chose a difficult but proud path, training himself to use his feet as his second hands. Through persistent determination, he learned to use his feet to perform tasks requiring great dexterity, even those that many able-bodied people would find challenging. He is able to feed himself, take care of personal hygiene, and most importantly, work to support his own living. Bablu's image of working tirelessly, using his feet to operate tools and perform technical tasks, has made a strong impression on those around him. Beyond earning a livelihood, he also actively participates in community activities, using his story to encourage others in similar situations not to give up on their dreams. His journey is a vivid testament to the human ability to adapt infinitely in the face of life's harshest challenges. The profound educational lesson from Bablu Pashi's life is the spirit of self-reliance and the value of adaptability. He teaches us that adversity is not an endpoint, but a test of human resilience and creativity. Instead of blaming fate or waiting for help, actively seeking solutions and developing new skills helps us take control of our own lives. Akshaj Khandelwal, a boy from India, has become a symbol of resilience in the face of his condition. He was born with Klippel-Trenaunay syndrome, KTS, an extremely rare vascular and soft tissue disorder that causes abnormal development of blood vessels and the lymphatic system. As a result, Akshaj's right leg grew larger than normal and developed subcutaneous vascular tumors. His story not only raises awareness of the diversity of genetic conditions, but also provides valuable insights for medical research, helping improve interventions and the quality of life for patients facing similar challenges. Overcoming his physical challenges, Akshaj's story is a powerful testament to hope and the desire for a normal life. Despite facing daily difficulties with mobility, he meets the world with positivity, showing the importance of understanding and compassion in society. Rather than curiosity or judgment, Akshaj deserves respect and support, carrying a message that every individual, no matter how different, holds extraordinary inner strength to overcome adversity and shape their own story. Abiodun Adegoke, often known by the nickname Big Naija, is a Nigerian basketball player who gained global online attention due to his extraordinary height of 2.36 meters. Born into a family with difficult economic circumstances, Abiodun's exceptional physical growth once became a major challenge, as finding suitable clothing, shoes, and transportation for his size was a daily struggle. However, instead of feeling insecure about his differences, Abiodun quickly recognized the great potential given to him by nature and made a firm decision to pursue a professional sports career. His journey is marked by continuous and disciplined training. He moved to Dubai to train at professional basketball academies, where he had to learn how to control his massive frame in the most efficient and agile way possible. Although his height gives him a natural advantage, allowing him to dunk without jumping, Abiodun still spends hours every day refining his skills and improving his physical conditioning. His dedication has helped him attract attention from scouts around the world, including those from top-level leagues. He has become a living example of turning a unique physical trait into a powerful competitive advantage. The key educational lesson from Abiodun Adegoke's story is the attitude toward one's differences. He teaches us that every individual has unique characteristics that we may initially see as limitations. However, with enough courage to accept ourselves and persistent effort to improve, those differences can become the key to success. His story reminds young people that you don't need to become exactly like everyone else. Focus on developing your own strengths and turning them into your unique value. Confidence and determination can help us overcome all prejudice and reach the heights of our dreams. Afshin Gul is a young girl from the Sindh region of Pakistan who has become a global symbol of perseverance and faith in the miracles of life. When she was just an 8-month-old infant, a tragic accident severely injured her neck, resulting in her head being permanently tilted at a 90-degree angle. For more than 13 years, she has lived with her head continuously leaning to one side, causing ongoing physical suffering as well as invisible barriers to social integration. Due to difficult family circumstances and a lack of specialized medical facilities in her local area, Afshin had to endure this condition for a long period of time. However, she never lost her innocence or her desire to live a normal life. A major turning point in Afshin's life came when her story spread widely across international media, drawing the attention of talented doctors and generous philanthropists. With support from the community, she was brought to India to undergo a complex and high-risk surgery to realign her cervical spine. After extensive efforts from the medical team and a long, determined rehabilitation process, Afshin was able to hold her head upright for the first time in more than a decade. Images of the young girl smiling brightly while holding her head straight touched millions of hearts, serving as proof that medicine and compassion can come together to create real miracles. The profound lesson from Afshin Gul's journey lies in patience and the power of empathy. She teaches us that no matter how harsh adversity may be, it cannot extinguish the will to live as long as hope remains. Her story reminds us of the importance of sharing and helping those who are vulnerable in society. Sometimes, timely support can completely change a person's destiny. Afshin not only overcame physical pain, but also triumphed over prejudice and isolation, becoming an inspiration for younger generations to appreciate life and persevere through the most difficult challenges. Her life is proof that when we remain persistent and the world comes together, no barrier is truly impossible to overcome. And that brings us to the end of today's incredible video. After seeing all these unbelievable cases, one question remains. What does it truly mean to be normal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd really love to hear from you. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit like, share, and subscribe so you never miss more shocking and fascinating real-life stories like this. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. We all have our own little quirks, but some people are so unusual that they go far beyond anything you've ever known. And among billions of people in the world, there are a few rare individuals whose traits, habits, or lifestyles are so striking that they simply cannot be ignored, even to the point of making you ask, is this even real? Welcome to our channel. In today's video, we will explore some of the strangest and most extraordinary people in the world. Stories that may shock you, amaze you, and keep you watching until the very last second. If you find this content interesting, don't forget to like and subscribe so you won't miss more incredible stories coming next. Stanley Thornton, a man from California, USA, drew international attention after appearing on the TV program Taboo by National Geographic. He chose a highly unconventional lifestyle, spending much of his time living as a child, using custom-made clothing and furniture designed for an adult body. While this way of life sparked curiosity and controversy, it holds deep personal meaning for him. In reality, returning to a childlike state serves as a psychological coping mechanism, helping Stanley deal with severe trauma from his past. He was a victim of abuse during childhood, which left lasting effects including post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and depression. Living in this role, under the care of a housemate who takes on a nurturing maternal role, helps him regain a sense of safety, comfort, and emotional healing from wounds that have yet to fully fade. His story also became the center of legal debate in the United States regarding the legitimacy of receiving disability benefits. However, after thorough medical evaluations, authorities cleared Stanley, confirming that his psychological trauma and health conditions were genuine. Though his life carries deep emotional struggles, his journey offers a compassionate perspective on understanding and empathy, reminding us of the complex ways people cope and heal from adversity. Lisa Brown, a former model from Wisconsin, USA, lived a deeply inspiring life defined by resilience in the face of adversity. Once known for her balanced physique, Lisa's life took a sudden turn when she began losing weight rapidly and severely, despite not changing her diet or exercise routine. From being perfectly healthy, her weight dropped dramatically, altering her appearance to the point where strangers misunderstood her condition and made hurtful assumptions about extreme dieting. After a long and difficult search for answers, in 2013, doctors diagnosed her with superior mesenteric artery syndrome, SMA, an extremely rare condition that compresses the digestive system and prevents the body from properly absorbing nutrients. Despite facing severe physical challenges and relying on medical support, Lisa never allowed hardship to extinguish her optimism. Instead of hiding from public scrutiny, she bravely stepped into the spotlight, participating in artistic photo shoots and speaking openly in media interviews to raise awareness. Beyond that, she launched a meaningful initiative by personally designing and sending heartfelt cards filled with encouragement to patients around the world facing similar struggles. Although Lisa Brown peacefully passed away in early 2017 at the age of 34, her legacy of love continues to shine. Her story not only spreads a powerful message of courage, but also ignites pride and strength in countless individuals who are bravely facing health challenges in their own lives. Marky Jaquez, a resilient young man from Kansas, USA, has left the world a beautiful legacy of courage and extraordinary optimism in the face of an extremely rare condition called epidermolysis bullosa, EB, commonly known as butterfly skin disease. This severe genetic disorder causes his skin to become as fragile and delicate as butterfly wings, where even a slight touch or the smallest friction from clothing can lead to painful blisters, forcing him to rely on a wheelchair and wear protective bandages around his body throughout his life. Once given a medical prediction that he would unlikely live past the age of 14, and having already lost a sibling to the same condition, Marky still refused to let despair define his fate. With an incredible will to live, he defied expectations and celebrated his 21st birthday. Undeterred by adversity, Marky and his mother chose to share honest glimpses of his daily life on TikTok to raise global awareness about EB. The videos of this determined butterfly warrior, always smiling despite the extremely painful bandage changes, quickly touched the hearts of millions. Although Marky gently passed away in early 2022, his extraordinary story remains a guiding light of hope, proudly proving that even in the most fragile body, a person can still possess an unbreakable spirit capable of inspiring humanity. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video to spread this flame of hope and inspiration to even more people. Erika Linder, born in 1990 in Sweden, has brought a refreshing wave to the international fashion and entertainment industry with her captivating androgynous beauty and confidence in breaking traditional norms. Although she turned down a modeling offer at the age of 14, Erica only truly stepped into the spotlight when she chose to embrace and celebrate her uniqueness. Her career took off in 2011 when her striking photos portraying a young Leonardo DiCaprio stunned the fashion world. Defying conventional beauty standards, Erica confidently proved her talent by walking prestigious runways and appearing in major campaigns for both menswear and womenswear. Her versatility and sharp presence caught the attention of top luxury brands, turning her into a powerful symbol of self-expression and individuality. Beyond modeling, Erica Linder successfully expanded into acting, delivering an emotionally compelling performance in the 2016 film Below Her Mouth, and appearing in high-profile music videos for global artists like Katy Perry. Her journey to becoming a multi-talented star stands as a bold declaration of courage, proving that true brilliance comes from daring to break boundaries and staying authentic to one's unique identity, no matter the expectations of society. Have you ever imagined filing a lawsuit just to legally make yourself 20 years younger on your birth certificate? That's exactly what Emil Ratelband, a Dutch motivational speaker and media personality, attempted. Although born in 1949, he has always carried a vibrant, youthful energy. And in 2018, his name made global headlines when he launched a legal battle that challenged conventional boundaries. With a bold argument, Emil requested the court to change his birth year from 1949 to 1969. He firmly believed that his official age did not reflect his youthful spirit and strong physical condition. Hoping to expand career opportunities and improve his chances in finding love, he argued that if society allows people to change their names or gender, then individuals should also have the right to determine their legal age. Although a Dutch court ultimately rejected his request, stating that age is closely tied to essential civil rights and responsibilities, his story sparked massive media attention. This unusual journey ignited global discussions about personal freedom and age-related stereotypes, while also reflecting a powerful human desire to take control of life and hold on to youth with pride. What do you think about Emil's story and the ideas of personal freedom and age-related stereotypes? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to join the discussion and explore more thought-provoking and inspiring stories like this. Alicia Young, born in 1984 in Utah, USA, is a globally recognized professional bodybuilder known for her extraordinary muscular physique and massive arm size, measuring over 45 centimeters. Her presence is striking at first glance. Her defined build and impressive proportions often remind people of a larger-than-life figure like Lady Hulk. However, nothing about her transformation is accidental. It is the result of years of discipline, dedication, and relentless effort. Growing up in a sports-oriented family, with a competitive athlete as a father and siblings who shared a passion for fitness, Alicia developed her love for weight training at just 15 years old. Rather than following traditional beauty standards, she chose a unique path, committing fully to building professional-level strength and muscle. Through intense training routines, strict nutrition, and unwavering discipline, she steadily pushed beyond her limits. As a professional bodybuilder, Alicia Young quickly made a name for herself in major competitions. One of the brightest highlights of her career came in 2014, when she achieved a remarkable victory at the NPC USA Championships 2014 in her weight class. With impressive measurements such as 46-centimeter arms and 71-centimeter thighs, she secured her prestigious IFBB Pro card, placing her among the most physically powerful women in the sport. Although she sometimes faces curiosity and stereotypes about muscular women, she remains proud, optimistic, and confident in her journey. Alicia believes that true strength is not about showing off, but about consistent growth and self-development. Her story delivers a powerful message about perseverance, determination, and the confidence to define your own identity without conforming to any societal mold. Terry Wallace from the United States became the center of an extraordinary medical story following a severe traffic accident in 1984. The impact left him in a vegetative state for 19 years with little expectation of recovery. Despite this, his family remained by his side throughout, offering unwavering love and care. A true medical miracle occurred in 2003 when Terry unexpectedly regained consciousness. His first word after nearly 2 decades was "Mom," a moment that deeply moved the medical community and sparked worldwide interest in brain recovery research. Although Terry Wallace passed away peacefully in 2022, his story remains a powerful symbol of resilience and the enduring strength of family love in the face of overwhelming adversity. Elise Sasso, a woman from the U.S. Virgin Islands, has shared a deeply inspiring journey of self-acceptance and self-love. From a young age, she struggled with insecurity and often felt the need to hide her unusually swollen legs, which went undiagnosed for a long time. Instead of receiving an accurate diagnosis, she was frequently given misleading advice about dieting and exercise. It was only later that Elise discovered she had lipolymphedema, a hereditary condition passed down from her late mother. A clearer understanding of her medical condition helped her fully release a long-standing emotional burden. Instead of continuing to hide, Elise Sasso courageously stepped into the public eye, proudly sharing her story across media platforms to raise awareness within the community. Her resilient journey conveys a powerful message, affirming that true beauty comes from the courage to embrace, appreciate, and fully love one's own uniqueness. Miyuki Sugiyama, born as Li Mingyang in 1994 in Jilin, China, is a professional basketball player with an impressive height of 1.96 meters and a truly unique career journey. From an early age, she displayed natural athletic talent and proudly represented China's U17 national team at the 2010 World Championship. However, a major turning point came when she received an invitation to join the Chanson Cosmetics basketball club in Japan. Determined to pursue greater opportunities, the young athlete courageously left her hometown to train and compete in a completely new environment. There, she was taken in by a senior team executive and officially became a Japanese citizen in 2012, adopting the new name Miyuki Sugiyama. This bold transition sparked significant legal debates between basketball federations regarding international transfer rules for athletes under 18. Despite facing complex administrative challenges and intense public scrutiny in the early stages, Miyuki Sugiyama maintained a strong mindset, worked hard to adapt culturally, and stayed committed to her chosen path. Her journey is not only a story of athletic ambition, but also a powerful example of courage, breaking through geographical and societal boundaries to freely shape her future and fully pursue her personal dreams. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts to help spread this powerful spirit to more people. Jackie Korn, a Dutch bodybuilder, has inspired audiences worldwide with her remarkable transformation and her determination to challenge traditional beauty standards. Coming from a sports-oriented family, she spent many years competing professionally in kickboxing. However, when the global pandemic in 2020 brought competitive sports to a halt, Jackie turned this challenge into an opportunity by choosing a new and transformative path: bodybuilding. From a well-balanced 70-kilogram athlete, she trained with extreme discipline and dedication, eventually reaching an impressive 160-kilogram body weight and developing massive arm measurements of up to 61 centimeters. Rather than following conventional norms, Jackie proudly created her own concept of curvy muscle, blending exceptional physical strength with a confident and feminine aesthetic. Although she occasionally faces curious reactions to her powerful physique, Jackie Korn remains optimistic, confident, and warm-hearted. Her journey is not only a significant milestone in bodybuilding, but also a powerful statement encouraging women everywhere to embrace their bodies, celebrate their strength, and define their own identity without limits. Celia Chartres-Aris, a distinguished activist from the United Kingdom, has built an extraordinary and inspiring story of resilience in the face of adversity. Living with the extremely rare genetic condition Loeys-Dietz syndrome, she has faced severe medical challenges throughout her life, including multi-organ complications. At one point, she was entirely dependent on artificial nutrition and given a very fragile prognosis. Yet Celia refused to let her circumstances define her future. Despite these physical limitations, she successfully earned a bachelor's degree in law and went on to become a government advisor, lobbyist, and policy expert. Through her sharp insight and determination, she has collaborated with the United Nations, the European Union, and major global organizations to advocate for equality, expand employment opportunities, and challenge discrimination against disabled people. Due to her outstanding contributions, Celia Chartres-Aris was recognized by Shaw Trust as one of the most influential disabled individuals in the United Kingdom. She has also co-founded initiatives supporting entrepreneurs with disabilities and participated in the London Marathon using a wheelchair to raise funds for healthcare causes. Her journey stands as a powerful testament to the idea that courage can drive meaningful change and reshape the world in profound ways. Arlindo de Souza, a bricklayer from Olinda, Brazil, once drew international attention for his pursuit of an extremely muscular physique that pushed beyond conventional limits. Hoping to quickly achieve massive muscle growth without traditional long-term training, he chose a risky shortcut involving synthetic muscle-enhancing substances. This led to a dramatically enlarged appearance, including arms measuring nearly 74 centimeters, earning him the nickname The Mountain in his local community. However, behind this striking look were serious and hidden risks to his physical health. After witnessing the tragic passing of a close friend linked to similar practices, along with growing medical warnings about severe health consequences, Arlindo de Souza experienced a profound change in perspective. He came to understand the high cost of sacrificing health for appearance and made the decision to completely abandon artificial methods in order to protect his well-being. Does Arlindo's story change the way you see